Today we'll look at part family, and first we will look at this part. This is an example of part family. And, here you can see a part family already created. You can see there are 3 members. Each member contains several parameters, and the part number and part name is given in this column. This is the parameter called diameter, and here's the parameter, the height, and here's the simple hole feature, whether this hole is contained in this part or not. Here's the add-in, which is part family add-in. We can verify the part. We can each of the part. We can apply values. We can update parts. We can create parts. Fix orphan parts. Save family, and cancel. We will practice this later. Let's close this one first. Takes a while. Okay, cancel. Let's see how to create this part family first. First, go to week 3 lab and download this part family _ example PRT file. Download it. Okay, then open this file. Okay. First, save the part as, give your initial, then let's create expression. First is diameter 25 millimeter, height 100 millimeter, and we also get a hole diameter, which is diameter times 0.09. Apply. Okay. We also put those parameters in the group part family, and use this drop-down menu, diameter and the height. Hit apply. Okay. Save this file. Then we're going to create the cylinder. Give cylinder equal to diameter. Okay, diameter. Hit OK. And give the height equal to height. Make sure you use the center, this origin at the center, and preview, which is good. Hit OK. Let's look at the expression again. You can see In the default group, there are P0, P1 is being created, which is the parameter of this feature cylinder. Cancel. Alright, now let's save our file. Modify disappeared. Now let's create the hole. Make sure you enable snap point, and make sure this arc center is highlighted. So when you click this edge, the inside, and make sure we get the whole diameter as a diameter, and through body. Make it simple. Alright, let's use rotate, and you can see this is our part. Save the file. Before we go further, we would like to check whether we have part family add-ins in Excel. So type Excel and open it. So let's open any of the new sheet, and then go to File, go to Option. You can see here, go to Add-ins. You can see here I have UG, and it is here. Alright, so if you go to Go, you can see my UG add-in UG is active. So for some of you may have UG, but this is not checked. And if you see OK, go back to Option again, add in. You can see UG is disappeared. So in this way, my part family will not be able to run correctly. Alright, so and also, if you not be able to see this UG, then what you can do here, you can browse and go to C drive and go to program file, go to Siemens, go to UG NX11, and then go to UGII, and then you will be able to find UG Excel and hit open. Then you will be able to get UG. Because of mine, UG is already here, so I'm not going to take yes, right? I just cancel it. For you, you want to hit yes, and make sure this one is checked. Hit OK, and then if you go back to Option and hit Add-ins, you will be able to see UG is activated. Alright, so in this way you can close your Excel sheet. Now we're ready to create our part family. Hit Tool, hit part family icon. You can see here we have several parameters. You can see expressions, right? We have two expressions available to add into the column. Hit this add at end. You will see there are two parameters being added. This part number and the part name are default columns. When this been created, then we will be able to create the spreadsheet. Since we don't have any part family being created, so only create a spreadsheet is available. And then you can see, right, so they've been given. So let's say part number, we can give C1, and this one is, say, large. Okay. C2, small. Okay. Say we give this one any number, say 20, and height, say 100 again. You give C3, and say large B, and still give 150. But this time we'll go to give a small height. Okay. When you add all the members, you can add more members here, as many as you want, and give the parameters. Once you've done this, what we can do here, we can go to add-in and part family drop down listed here. Let's save part family first. Save part family. Okay, you can see once the part family is being given, then you will be able to edit the spreadsheet and also delete the family. I'm going to hit OK at this moment. The part family has been changed because this part have been given another one, right? So part family being created, so it's been changed. Please save the template part to avoid out of synchronized or often family members, right? Just simply hit OK if you're satisfied with the modification, and then save it. Now our part family is created. Once your part family being created, then we will be able to open our part family, right? We can edit our part family and do some other activities. Let's say edit spreadsheet. You can see here I'm going to so if you choose this column, second column, say second row, then go to verify part. You can see here, right, the parameter being given will be used to create our part, right? So how to get it back? Let's hit escape key on your keyboard, then you will go back to spreadsheet, cancel, alright, so you will be able to going back to your part. Let's go back to part family again, and then edit spreadsheet, hit again. Alright, so we can choose the third one and say verify part again. You can see, okay. Let's wait. Okay. Let's save the part. Now we get to this part assembly being created with the 3 members, and each of these 3 members can be inserted as a component in an assembly using this part. Let's do this as an example. Let's open this part family example, hit OK, and then I want to save this one as example. Assembly, and since this is a top assembly, I'm going to put an underscore at the beginning. Also put my initial, hit OK. Now I'm going to insert components. Go to assembly, add a new, right? And since this part family example underscore is opened, we will be able to select it directly. You can double click to open it, or you can select it and hit either apply or OK. I'm going to hit apply because I want to add all my components in all 3 members in this assembly. And you can see here, if I click the first attribute, you can see C1, C2, C3, and large A, small a, large B are given, right? So if you, here's criteria. If you put diameter, right, you can see diameter equal to, okay, all diameter. If you don't put any information or criteria here, then all the members will be listed, right? So if you say height, then all 10 and 110 being given, right? So if you say I'm only interested in the height which is 100, then you can see only this member satisfies, right? So I'm going to say hit OK and just say hit OK. Alright, so you can see large B is inserted as a assembly, right? So I'm going to put this again and hit apply. Then this time I'm going to say large A and hit OK and hit OK, right? And then I'm going to, this time I'm going to hit OK, and let's go back, add one more. So not by constraint this time, absolute origin, right? So I'm going to still choose this one with my part families, hit OK, and then one more large. I think small a is not being put here yet. You can see here, right? So I have 1, 2, 3 members being inserted, and I'm going to save it. The following components object failed to save, but the overall save operating was successful. And I'm going to put here while saving, because this are part family, right? So you will not be able to see those files in your drive. You will not be able to see those in your drive. Alright, so however, they come from the part family. Once you save it, this appears again. And then let me close all parts. You have unsaved change to the following objects. Do you want to save them before closing? If I hit no, what will happen? Then I will not be able to see any files here, right? So additional component file. If I open this file again, open this assembly, hit OK, you can see here I'm not be able to find those components. However, because this is a part family, then I automatically create it. Alright, so and my part family being used is this one. Alright, so this is the part family being used in assembly.